Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Moltrap here, coming up with game number 2 of this semi-final series between Bisu and Nalra. Kangmin. I don't know why. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's... I actually would really love to know if someone knows. Why is it that Kangmin only has 2 names? Right? Every other Korean that I've ever heard of has the 3-syllable name, right? Kim Taek-young. Lee Jae-dong. It's just... Every Korean, it's just like standard Korean procedure, right? But Kangmin is only 2 syllables for his name, and I'm not sure why that is. No idea. Anyway, maybe he's not... Is he not Korean or something? Maybe he's from someplace else? Maybe that's... I don't know. Anyway, and so Bisu's going to be the green Protoss, it looks like. And Nalra's going to be the yellow Protoss. I once again forgot to check the name of the map before I started the game. But I'm trying to get these games done so we can actually get them online. So I'm not going to bother to go back and check because I'll put it in the video description or something like that so you guys will know if you are curious. Actually, yeah, just look at the title. See that title? See where it says up there? Or down there? Wherever it says it? That's the map name. Now you know. Anyway. By the way, the VOD is kind of cut off at the sides, and I know one time I was like, that's not my fault that the VOD's cut off, and then I found out it was, but in this case I've double checked, and it's not my fault, it's just that the VOD itself is cut off. I'm not sure why that happened, that it got cropped on the side a little bit, but maybe something about the aspect ratio, or I don't know. Anyway, yes, so Bisu, again, green Protoss versus the... yellow Protoss of Nalra. I'm hoping that we do see some, first game was a bit of a stomp. It was just DTs and then into Bisu just kind of dominating the map. I hope that we get to see some of the masterful PvP micro that I was mentioning I like so much. Goons falling back and moving forward. Reavers being picked up. Templars as well, sometimes if it gets later in the game, it comes down to the storms as well. And it's always interesting to see because you kind of have to trust that the storms are doing damage because Protoss units are so beefy that you see a storm go off on... if you see a storm go off on a group of Hydras, they all die. If you see a storm go off on a group of Marines, they all die. If you see a storm go off on a group of Dragoons, they just take it. Nothing dies. But you have to trust, okay, well that's doing a lot of damage to their shields, and that's going to make them a lot easier for the other Dragoons to kill. Anyway, so hopefully we'll see something like that. Or maybe the Reaver Micro is always just fun to watch as well. And there's the Manor Pylon again. Bisu once again going for a bit of a Manor Pylon here. And it looks like he's stuck... one probe behind the Manor Pylon, and that's the thing is that's why I was talking about in the first game. Sometimes Manor Pylons can slow your opponent down, but it stuck the probe behind there, but it's also blocked one of the mineral patches. Oh, interesting. He was decided to cancel it, so he's going to get the money back too. So he blocks some money and gets his money back. Probe is still alive. Could go for that again. The Zealot is chasing it. He might even want to stand the Zealot in that gap, just to make sure that it's blocking the spot where he could build it. You can see Nalra has built one of his own pylons in his mineral line. Again, it's just a safe place to put it, I guess, but it's also going to block to make sure that he can't put a manor pylon in front of the other gap, which would block, I think, 2 mineral patches. These little things, we saw in the last game, again, I'll mention again, little things can add up, and if you get the little things adding up in just the right combination, they can add up to big things. They can add up to 10 seconds of DTs killing probes without any punity. Without any punishment. Anyway, we do have Bisu kind of wandering around the map with a couple Dragoons. Is he? Actually, no, he's just going to his choke point, it looks like, to block things off there. Robotics facility going down already for Nalra. I wonder if the last game is scarred him a little bit. Okay, interesting. Bisu picks off that probe, and now he is actually moving his goons out onto the map. Bisu going for very standard 2-gate into robotics facility. Actually, does Nalra have 2 gateways or 1? It looks like he's gone 1-gate robo. So, and that's why we see that his, you know, his tech is a little bit faster. So again, we could see something, we could see the reverse here where, you know, if Nalra has a shuttle and a Reaver out a little bit faster, it could matter. Now, in this instance, you know, it's not like he can win because of that necessarily, because the time it would take for the shuttle and the Reaver to go across the map to his base is going to be more than the time that Nalra. It's going to be more than the time ahead of Bisu's robo that Nalra's is. Nalra, nice little micro there. He was kind of in a bad position of his units. He pulls them back into a nice little arc just as Bisu is pushing in there. Observatory first for Nalra, making sure he's not going to get caught with his detection down a second time. And Bisu's going to go ahead and fall back there. Interesting that he kind of pushed out there with those Dragoons. And, you know, with the double gateways against the single gateway, it does put him in a position to perhaps do some damage and put some pressure on Nalra. But Nalra just kind of has a nice little spot there. He's got the defender's advantage of the fact that Bisu's Dragoons have to walk across the map as well. And so a little bit, two little slight advantages being taken by Nalra here, basically. Getting up the robo first, defending against the two gateways. Now, Bisu has actually gone for a third gateway, so he is going to go all in Dragoons here. Now, he did make the robotics facility, actually. Is he going to expand behind this, actually? Maybe he's going to expand behind it? I don't know, but Nalra is going for the expansion. Bisu, I don't think is going to, so he's just going for 3-gate Dragoons with 1 observer. Nalra is going to go for the robotic support bay. So, and it's interesting that the building says Protoss Robotics Support. Why do we call it a bay? Is that something that's written on the text when you hover over the building, like when you're creating it with the probe? Maybe that's why we call it a bay. Oh, Bisu might lose his observer. He gets in there. He sees the tech. He's gonna lose his observer though. That could be crucial. Having the lack of scouting information is a really big deal. He set up his Dragoons at his choke to kind of block any scouting from happening by Nalra. But now that Nalra has killed Bisu's observer, his observer can just run over and see what Bisu's doing very easily. Is he doing that, though? Okay, Bisu is going to go ahead and get a Reaver as well. So, but this is, like I said, pretty much all in by Bisu. 3 gateways, robotic support bay. He's just going to go for 1 big attack. He's going to try and make more Dragoons. Now, I think Nalra he must have scouted Bisu. No, actually, maybe not. He's getting his 3rd gateway, so this is the timing. Nalra's expansion is up. He's 400 minerals behind. It hasn't paid for itself yet. This is Bisu's window to go in and try and stomp down onto Nalra before Nalra can get his stuff up, basically, before his economy can get booming. And he can equalize the amount of units. Bisu running across the map. It looks like he's got 1 Reaver in 1 shuttle as well. And so it's just all in on this 1 attack. If Nalra can hold this, he will be in excellent shape. And he might be able to hold it. He's got he's got a Reaver out. Wait, is there... Does Bisu have a Reaver in that shuttle? I feel like it might be too... Oh, he loses the shuttle immediately! He can pop the Reaver too! Oh no, he doesn't go after the Reaver. The Dragoons take 1 giant shot at that. But Bisu might just have too many Dragoons here. He's gonna have to pull all of his probes. That 1 Reaver in the back is the hero here for Nalra if he can do enough damage with the Reaver. And he's built a shield battery there to heal the Reaver as well, but it runs out of juice so quickly with the damage being done. And Bisu just, you know what, if you're making units out of 3 buildings instead of 2, then you can win the game. And oh no, another Reaver pops out and it's gonna get picked off, and there's the GG. Wow. And again, you know, this one just came down to the timing. Nalra scouted what was going on. He saw the 3 gateways in the robotic support bay. He knows this is all in 3 gateway Reaver, and he sniped the shuttle and the Reaver as well. But Bisu, you know, just had too many units and was able to snipe the Reaver of Nalra as well. And so Bisu's going to go up 2-0 in the series. This is a best of 5, so it's not over yet. But, wow, just a beautiful timing attack there. Just going in at the exact moment, you know, when Nalra's expansion had just gotten up. And somehow Bisu managed to get a shuttle and a Reaver out before Nalra did. I think it's because he skipped the shuttle. I mean, the shuttle's 200 minerals. That's a lot of minerals, right? And why do you make a Nexus? It takes minerals, right? So I think he went for Yeah, this is just a beautiful snipe. Now, here's the thing. The Reaver got an extra Scarab off, I think. He sniped the shuttle. He one-shotted the shuttle. He goes in a little bit too far. He snipes the shuttle in one shot. He gets the Reaver out first, though, and then he lets the Reaver take a couple Scarab shots onto his Dragoons, though. 3 Scarabs go off before he kills the Reaver. And I think that might have been crucial as well. But I think even without that, I think it's hard for Nalra to hold here. Maybe he does, though. Maybe he does, actually. If those second and third Scarabs don't go off, he still has 2 extra Dragoons right now. And maybe he can hold on a little bit longer, because this is 3 Dragoons, 4 Dragoons to 1, 2, 3, 4... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's still outnumbered, but with the probes, I don't know. It's hard to say. But, you know, he didn't have a shuttle, so he couldn't micro that Reaver. He was forced to just use the shield battery. But what ends up happening is it's good Scarabs by Nalra, but he just gets in there a little bit too fast, and the shield battery wasn't quite enough. Didn't have enough juice in it to really hold things off. So nice little timing there, you know. Nalra, he got the observers out first. That's why he went for the Robo first, and then delayed his Reavers by getting the Nexus first, and Bisu just took advantage of that. So Bisu with the all-in takes the win. And it's going to be 2-0 going into the third game. Nalra would have to win 3 in a row to get back and get to that finals position to go up against his nemesis of Savior. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed it. GG. Thanks for watching.